Hello everyone. We meet again for another video on the basics of aeronautical engineering. This is the second unit that we're going to see for the open elective 19 ASO 301 on the basics of aeronautical engineering. I am Dr. Ilangovan and a professor from the Department of Aerospace, SNS College of Technology. This is the second unit. We're going to talk about the aerodynamics forces on aircraft, the various forces that are coming on the aircraft, the drag types, uh, and the classification. There's already been a video has been done on that. Classification of NACA airfoils. What is the Mach number? Mach number is basically um, the equivalent to the speed of sound. And we have the center of pressure at the aerodynamic center, component of an airplane, and its functions and classification is what is the second unit, and we're going to do a part of that. So what is center of pressure of an aircraft? The center of pressure of an aircraft is the point where all the aerodynamic pressure field may be represented by a single force vector with no moment. So it is a point where the entire pressure on the surface is said to be concentrated, and that is the center of pressure. A similar idea is the aerodynamic center, which is the point of an aerofoil where the pitching moment produced by the aerodynamic forces is constant with angle of attack. I repeat that again. A similar idea is the aerodynamic center, which is the point on which on an aerofoil where the pitching moment produced by the aerodynamic forces is constant with the angle of attack. Now, what is angle of attack? The aircraft angle of attack is defined as the angle of oncoming wind relative to the aircraft reference line. In other words, the angle on the oncoming air makes sure the center of the fuselage or designed average point on the wing is referred to as the angle of the aircraft's angle of attack. It's simply the line between is the chord line um, of the aerofoil and the angle with which it makes with respect to the direction of the wind. Now this is the angle of attack alpha. The aerofoil, we'll have to look at the various nomenclature of this aerofoil. This we have said is the angle of attack in the previous slide. We see that this is the chord line. The chord line is the line joining the leading edge and the trailing edge. On the aerofoil, we have the upper surface, and this is the lower surface. The upper surface is slightly larger than the lower surface. And this is the maximum thickness of the aerofoil, and we have something called as the camber line. The camber line is the one which divides the upper and the lower into equal halves, and it is a curve. And the leading edge has a radius here. It's a radius of the leading edge. Okay. So this is the an aerofoil and its nomenclature. The center of pressure, here we see the different pressure is depicted over the surface of the aerofoil, and the moving fluid is here, and we see that there's an aerodynamic force which is there, and this is the aerodynamic force. The center of pressure is the average location of the pressure, and the pressure varies around the surface of the object. Aerodynamic force acts through the center of pressure. The resultant aerodynamic force acts as the center of the pressure, or CP, without the moment is called as zero. The center of pressure of aerofoil shifts with the camber or the flaps and the change of angle of attack. That's what we see in the first drawing. The result is control pressures and trim will change the angle of attack and the flap extension. So the angle of attack is 4%, here the angle of attack is 10%, and this angle of attack is minus 8 degrees, all in degrees. Okay. So here the aerodynamic force is shown here. The moment about the aerodynamic center is constant with angle of attack. Aerodynamic center does not move with the angle. Okay, whereas the center of pressure moves with the angle of attack. So aerodynamic center or the chord C is from with respect to the tip or the leading edge to the place where the aerodynamic force is said to act. So this completes the topic on this. What we have seen today is the center of pressure and the aerodynamic center of an aircraft, and then we also looked at the angle of attack and the aerofoil parts. Um, we close this video for now, and then we'll meet once again for the next video. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much.